So 3 space.
No.
And now for our feature presentation.
Could I get another Big Mac, the fries, and a Diet Coke? Much appreciated. Oh, I didn't expect to see you over there.
No, that's your third helping, young man. It's making you fat and soft.
What? What are you talking about? I haven't eaten one of those in 12 months.
You just cut in line, didn't you? Reported attention. Oh, that's it.
You mean you're incarcerating me for being a fat ass?
Oh, oh my.
Don't worry, I'm just playing with the scene.
I know. And, speaking of playing, we're going to play Super Mario All-Stars. And which game are we playing on there? Super Mario Brothers, the original.
The original Super Mario Brothers.
And
yes.
here we
The
go.
old days of
Whee! I remember once playing this at a church camp reunion back in January 2004.
The good old days.
Oh yeah, because
One of the best ways to go back to the past.
when I saw they had a Super Mario Brothers game, this was as close as I could get. I've been dying to play Super Mario Brothers for a long time.
Wait a minute, didn't I see you play Super Mario Brothers on camera, the original, on SNES a while ago?
Yeah.
Oh, so what do you mean, like, talking about playing this version?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because this is back in 2004 when I played this for the first time ever.
Back in the days where VHS was in its dying days.
That's right. And the special edition of Sleeping Beauty was about to go back in the vault after a very short run.
And at that time, VHS was on life support.
That's right. That it was.
Speaking of Sleeping Beauty, we forgot to mention that it's going to be on Blu-ray again in a couple of weeks as we're taping.
Yeah, that's right. That's
or
right.
already out if it's already released past October 7th. Just to avoid all the continuity.
But to tell you the truth, I have no plans to get the Diamond Edition.
Well, me neither. The transfer is going to basically be the same.
Yeah, really. And the special features are going to be the same too, so what's the point?
Except that they're going to add more,
Now I will say that the live action version, Maleficent, I do plan to get that on Blu-ray.
Nice. It's too new to be shown, even on torrent sites.
Yeah, I know.
Did you hear about this whole Expendables 3 torrent link incident that's been going on?
Haven't heard anything about it.
Oh, I guess you're off the hook because you didn't download it.
Exactly.
Thank God Disney has no plans to do the same.
Another level down, just like that. Here we go.
Alright.
Wee. Oh! Oh, I slipped and fell. Oops. That's okay.
Well,
I still got plenty
yeah,
of
don't
I got
worry.
plenty of life left. It's okay.
Well, at least the gameplay experience is much better
Oh yeah.
than what's going on, because it's a little bit of a controversy from what you experienced. Remember that Troy Dillon character got a copyright strike for uploading that infamous video where he kept dying?
That's right, and he deserved that copyright strike because that was my video.
And on top of that, and he didn't want that to be available to the public again.
Yep. Besides, I learned my lesson from that video, so why Troy Dillon is still deciding to give me crap about it is beyond me. But the thing is, the only thing he wants is attention because he has nothing better to do.
Right. He could have wanted to become a gold mine digger instead.
But to tell you the truth, all the stuff he's been doing, he has no remorse and he doesn't care.
Well, I can't believe he didn't want to.
He has no remorse whatsoever. He doesn't care about anybody but himself.
As we're taping, and in case you have noticed, this was released afterwards, so pretty much we're acting as if it already happened.
Yep.
But is it alright if I comment about recent events, because this episode will
Yes.
be released after what
Yes,
we're
you
gonna
can.
do tomorrow?
Yes, you can.
Thank you. I heard about recent events going on with Gino,
I'm afraid so.
and I feel sorry for those who feel offended, because I would not act childish in any way. But right now, just to give you a cool behind-the-scenes thing, this episode is being taped one day before the most recent red card video.
That's right. And like I say, I don't like doing red card videos, but I mean business.
Right. On top of that, sometimes you get paid for doing that through advertising.
That's right.
Right. So.
And all I can say about Troy Dillon and Aubrey Scott Sucks and all these other trolls are, if y'all are trying to get me to leave YouTube, you may as well just give up, because you're failing miserably.
Right.
Besides, almost 960 subscribers, over 2,500 videos, tuh, you can't get me to quit now.
And friends like me.
That's right, Lee. Besides, Lee
And
here is a
I'm
security guard here at the Breeze.
job. Okay. So, pretty much, we want to bring this up because we're taping this, then the red card video, as you may have noticed. This is like the second person or frequent Skype guest we had to red card in under a month.
That's right. One of them being Patrick Butler, which I will give an update. Rodney1279 recently forgave Patrick Butler for his actions, but he says he needs to choose his words more carefully, so he took him off the red card and he's putting him on yellow, but for right now, Patrick is staying on red. And the main reason is because his girlfriend, Crystal, thinks that I'm boring.
Oh, yeah. And on top of that, Jennifer is really scared about what he's going to do next to Robin, so Jennifer's going to continue to think as if he wants to do it again.
That's
So
right.
it's a good thing they're keeping the status as is.
Mm-hmm.
So if I were Jennifer, I would want him to receive the punishment he deserves.
And in addition, I don't know if Patrick and Crystal are watching, but I want to say something to Crystal. I think you're boring.
I can tell you something else that's boring. Kim Kardashian in the American Dad episode.
Yeah.
That was the most boring and most monotone and most boring voice ever heard in an animated project.
So, Crystal, if you think I'm boring, guess what? I think you're boring too.
Don't worry. You're not boring. You're just entertaining, like that voice.
That's right. That's why I'm on YouTube. I'm here to be entertaining.
Right.
Oh well. And all you trolls out there that are trying to get me to leave YouTube for good, it's not gonna happen. Sorry.
Don't even want him reported. If you report him, I'll report you. And that's the truth.
And besides, I've been getting paid to do YouTube videos over a year now, with no plans to stop.
I just hope it pays you well.
Well, it buys me whatever I want on eBay.
Ah.
Even though I don't really shop on there frequently.
It's because you pretty much, you're cutting down on the VHS tape purchases, except for the super rare ones.
Correct. And also, sometimes when I shop on eBay, it's not for myself.
It's for your family?
Well, sometimes, but mainly friends as well. Let me give you an example, Lee. September 25th, a couple of my friends had a birthday that day. They're twin sisters. I ordered them a board game off eBay.
Ah.
Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune Tycho version.
Whew. Beautiful.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Now, I also want, speaking of VHS, because it's been a while since I brought that up, based on the lack of knowledge, you still haven't found the rare Pocahontas video cassette with the Classics logo on it yet.
I regret to say I haven't found it yet.
But don't worry, there might be a couple other tapes that are available. In
Right.
fact, a lot of the eBay photos lack the print date.
Uh-huh.
In fact, I'm actually going to go to eBay right now and see if there is.
Alright, well, look carefully, Lee.
Alright. So the question is, what's the clue?
The clue is, try to look for a tape printed as early as December 13th, 1995.
Gotcha.
Around that time, anyway.
Alright.
So I'll tell you this, when I found my copy back in May 2010, and I looked at the print date and it said December 13th, and I played the tape and it showed the Classics logo, I nearly had a heart attack.
Boy, you expected it to be earlier than that.
I mean, I was just fast forwarding through the tape, and then after the feature presentation logo, I see the Walt Disney Classics logo from 1989. My heart nearly stopped.
Okay.
And then 3 years after I found my copy, Jay found his.
Alright. So basically, for Goodwill video stores, I hoping to find one because I intend to do some, because for the main purpose of heading to the U.S., certain destination in the U.S. anyways, because I'm trying to get a staff actress on board. And I'm not going to spoil anything, but what I can say is she's a regular staff actress for a computer animation company.
Yep.
So she lives in a place where I'm not going to give anything away. However, wherever we're going to record her, we're going to find a Goodwill nearby.
That's right.
Alright, shop, store locator. No, I'm looking for the American Goodwill.
Yeah, the American Goodwill. Oh, crap. And we proceed on.
Yeah, hopefully there'll be some.
Well, you just gotta look really good, Lee.
Website. Donate, shop at Goodwill. Let's see. Explore map. Let's see.
And off to castle number 3 we go.
Alright. Ah, there are plenty of Goodwills nearby.
Okay, then I guess you know what you're doing.
Lots of Goodwills in where I want to go. I'm not going to say what it is because otherwise they're going to stalk me.
Exactly. And we go to World 4.
Alright. Say that word again because I want to play something cool.
Exactly. And we go to World 4.
You know, the Wii part.
Wee.
No. Say it like...
Wee.
Whoops. Good times. I had
Yes.
to play it, but I couldn't resist.
Right.
Because I couldn't see you on the camera, how you doing in the game?
I'm in World 4 right now.
Ah. Did you take a secret shortcut?
No.
Oh. It looks like we're not cheating.
Nope. I want to play the entire thing.
I see.
So that way the viewers out there can get a good idea how to beat the game as well.
Right. Like the whole tips and tricks section, you get certain PS1 demo discs.
That's right.
You know, before the days of the YouTube and the internet, they usually include cool moves from Sony experts to teach you how to properly beat the game.
You said it.
In fact, I'm looking at it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Cool moves. So I'm going to go to the video right now, and in case you don't know what I'm talking about, here's what the guy said in the video. Alright.
After you complete the game, collecting all 25 crystals and defeat the final boss, Neo Cortex, you receive the running shoes. With the running shoes, that allows you to go back to the game, complete all the levels that you've already done, and make attempts at collecting the platinum relics.
Boy, I just hope I'd be able to collect the crystals.
Yeah, that would be something, wouldn't it?
Yes. But the problem is, I've never beaten that boss. I guess it's because of my crappy video game playing skills.
Well, not everybody's, cut out for certain video games.
Right.
But it does take time, skill, and practice.
Yes. Just like voice acting or any other job you want to be. You
Right.
need talent, skill, and practice.
Mm-hmm. Just like, I didn't beat the full Super Mario Brothers game in Super Mario All-Stars until a couple of years ago.
Alright.
But keep in mind it was off-camera when it happened.
Right. So basically, going back to that video that this Troy Dillon character recently stole, I was actually not involved at all because this happened before I came in.
All I can say about Troy Dillon is, no matter how often we tell him that he's gonna get what's coming to him, he just doesn't want to listen.
Right. But to tell me more about this whole gameplay thing, because I was not aware at all, and I joined right after the incident happened. Like I heard that you kept dying at a certain level.
Yeah, it was a special level in Super Mario World, but I made it to the bonus world. It was called Outrageous. I kept dying like 25, 30 times, and then when some people on Skype were asking me questions, I started getting frustrated, and I let my frustrations get the best of me. But they forgave me after I finally beat the level, because I did apologize for what happened.
Boy, if I joined the Skype family at that time, I thought I was being rubbed the wrong way.
Yeah, if you had been on that call and I did rub you the wrong way, I would have never let myself live it down.
Right.
But at least it was 3 years ago when it happened, but I just feel bad that it happened to those who was on the Skype call with me at the time.
And actually, now that and now that the event has passed us, don't you think now would be the time for us to confess about why I almost ended up being yellow or red carded?
Well, to tell you the truth, Lee, now that I look back on it, it wasn't really a huge issue now that I think about it.
Could you please explain the audience, because I think you explain it better than I do about what you thought I did?
Well, it was when he was trying to showcase Aladdin in memory of Robin Williams, and we were all just, talking, have a good time, joking around, whatever, because we had all seen the movie. But when we were asked to mute it on mics, I took it completely the wrong way, and I left the Skype call in a rage. But we did work everything out after that, and now that I look back on it, it's really not even an issue. So I'm the one who took it the wrong way when I really should not have.
So you're saying you're the cause, and I'm
Yes,
not.
exactly. I'm the cause behind that.
Oh.
So therefore,
Well, and I forgive you for that.
yeah, so therefore, I'm the one at fault here, not anyone else. Therefore, if anybody had deserved to have been yellow carded, it probably would have been me.
Yeah, you
But-
were yellow carded yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
you-
But,
okay,
hey, all I can say is, lesson learned.
Right. So don't worry, folks. I'm not the cause. I never caused any trouble.
Exactly.
Except I'm trying to kick the bully's ass.
That's right. And also the thing is, I did originally do a yellow card video on Daniel Monahan back in, I think it was April, but the thing never aired because when we talked about what he did off camera, he felt really bad about it. I told him I would give him another chance, but a few months later, he blew it again.
So now, pretty much, you did think afterwards about what you could have done. Because all I'm trying to do, back to the time we were showcasing Aladdin, is just I'm trying to be courteous, and I'm not, and it wasn't being rude. It was just that I was trying to enjoy a more movie-like experience.
Right, exactly.
So since the incident happened, which thankfully I wasn't the source of the cause.
Exactly.
We successfully rescheduled the movie night screening to 2 days later, and to make up, we showcased out of the Laserdisc instead of a DVD.
Which, I will admit, a couple of things took me by surprise. We saw the 1989 Walt Disney Classics logo, which I was not expecting to see, but here's the real icing on the cake. The green format screen!
From 1993 now.
So, and when I saw it, I nearly peed myself.
Aren't you glad that I own a Laserdisc player?
Yeah, I own a Laserdisc player too, and little do you know, Lee, I own the Laserdisc of Aladdin myself now.
And did it also have the green format screen?
You bet your bippy it did.
So you got your copy after me, did ya?
Yes.
Whew.
In fact, I think I ordered it 1 week after you showed it to us.
So you were jealous.
Not jealous, motivated.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Beautiful.
More like motivated.
Yes.
Definitely not
Motivated, I'm
jealous.
so accept.
Definitely not jealous, more like motivated.
Right. Alright, and speaking of eBay finds, I think I might find something right now just in case it's close. This episode airs closer to Christmas, and see if there's anything interesting for your eyes.
Also, here's another thing. Speaking of Christmas, I remember last year when we did a gameplay of Home Alone 2 Lost in New York for the Super Nintendo. I think it was either before or after we did that gameplay, I'm not sure. You played the song I'd Like to Have an Elephant for Christmas, performed by Goofy. But how you gonna get him leave the tree?
Just suppose that he got stuck up in a chimney.
And everyone would blame it all on me. Yup. Tell you the truth, that song is stuck in my head.
Well, if you want, on my side, in the future, I could play the Disney sing-along tape that had the song.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because that And let me tell you, I don't know if you noticed, but if you could see me on camera for a second, I have something to show you.
Well, unfortunately, the game is in full screen mode, so you'll have to talk it out.
Okay, so I have the Laserdisc edition of Disney Sing-Along Songs 12 Days of Christmas.
You what?
Let me put the screen on camera. So, I have the 12 Days of Christmas on Laserdisc, paired with the original 1988 edition of Very Merry Christmas Songs.
Well, I'll be a son of a bippy.
Now, originally on the VHS, during the credits, it has the voiceover for Brian Cummings, letting us know about that there's a couple more previews after the credits, as well as a reminder that we have to buy Very Merry Christmas Songs afterwards. But guess what?
Yeah?
During the credits, there's no voiceover. You get to hear the entire music.
Oh.
It means you get to hear the entire first day of Christmas part, and then you go to all the rest of the music without any interference. You know, just for the sake, I'm going to give you a little bit of a preview.
Alright.
Now, this is an example of actual proof, because I have the file of that very part of the music on my hard drive. I actually got it running.
Okay.
So, now, normally, on the VHS cassette of 12 Days of Christmas, what do you expect to hear during closing credits?
I don't know.
Now, normally the announcer says, actually, let me go to that, because I think he would do a better job at saying it than I do.
Oh.
Let's see. Shi tomodachi go koi ga toroto itsu sai ni nananai. Here we go. Here we go. So normally, during the credits for 12 Days of Christmas, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end credits voiceover you get.
If you'd like to sing more Christmas songs with Mickey, Minnie, Donald, and friends, don't forget Disney's Very Merry Christmas Sing-Along Songs video. And now, stay tuned for more Disney sing-along fun.
But guess what? On the Laserdisc edition, I'm going to play that entire same thing right now without any voiceover.
Alright.
Are you ready, folks?
Yes. Ooh.
See? Just like that.
Just like that.
And you can only get that version in the UX on the Laserdisc. And although the Door Prince of 12 Days of Christmas from 2001 onwards don't have the sing-along songs preview afterwards, it still had that voiceover. Because of the Disney sing-along songs trailer wasn't included, they could have only stopped at the Very Merry Christmas sing-along songs video part, then just continued the music from there.
True.
That makes sense. In fact, they actually encountered that closing years ago, but it has since been taken down due to unforeseen circumstances.
Yeah.
And also, did you know that for the regular video cassette edition, there's also a sticker label version?
I think so.
I had. I wasn't gonna get that edition because it wouldn't make sense for me to get the sticker label version, but it does have the sticker label.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, it has the exact same programming content as any other regular edition.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Try and get me, Bowser. Missed!
Oh.
Oh, keep going, Lee. I was just beating the castle. Go ahead. You can keep going.
Oh, you're World 6?
Now World 7.
Oh. Good luck.
Yep. But go ahead. Keep going.
While I shake hands with you.
Yes.
Or blow me a kiss, and that's lucky too.
I only blow kisses to ladies. Thank you very much.
Don't worry. I was only saying the lyrics to Chin Chin Cherie for fun.
I know, Lee. I was just joking.
Laughter is always the best medicine, unless Sir Patch Adams.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Alright.
Die, Flying Hammer Brother, die! Go ahead, keep going, Lee.
Alright. Perhaps a little bit of a soft intermittent music would actually put you in the mood. And
Well,
I
it's
promise
fun,
that I won't play anything that will risk getting you a content ID match.
I trust you.
Alright. Alright. Ah, here we go. This is Andy Belling music.
Alright. Oh, tight move I just made there. That was awesome.
Alright. And seeing that it's now autumn, this has to be played too.
Okay.
Now this is autumn-like music.
Yes, it is.
Now, do you know the name of the guy who made this piece of music?
No.
Barry Manilow.
What? Oh, is it Weekend in New England?
Yes, the guy who sang Weekend in New England and co-wrote Copacabana. He made this piece.
Oh, okay.
He tried to make this song sound more like a musical theater or Beethoven-like.
Yeah, I could tell.
It looks like Barry has a wide range of tastes in music,
True.
except for pop. Although he was motivated by Britney Spears to do one of his albums.
And don't forget, he also wrote the song Bandstand Boogie for American Bandstand.
He actually contributed to additional lyrics.
Yep. On the American Bandstand. Dun, dun.
So now you know that Barry Manilow wrote that.
Yes, I do. Dun, 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 dun. Of all the music they play on the bandstand.
Boy, good times.
And I can't believe it's been over 2 years since we lost Dick Clark.
Well, actually, Bandstand Boogie was actually written by one person called Charles Albertine.
Yeah.
Oh, Albertine provided music and Barry and Bruce provided the words.
Yep. The theme was used from 1977 to 1987.
Nice, and he recorded it for one of his albums. I wonder if we could bring back shows like American Bandstand.
That would be something.
In fact, the late Charlie O'Donnell was one of the personnel.
Yes, he was.
Alright. Give me a second.
Oops. Try and hit me with those hammers, Bowser. You missed! Final World coming up.
Alright, good luck on World 8.
Yes.
Good luck on the wolf while I shake hands with you.
And how many lives do I have at this point? I have 7 lives remaining. I'm in good shape.
Great. Now this is more like a tutorial, folks.
That's right.
Alright. And understandably, there is one Elton John song that he wrote, but he never sung. Not in the movie, not in performances, not anywhere but somebody else in the movie. Be prepared.
Yeah.
I was wondering, how come Elton John didn't sing that?
I guess they felt like Jeremy Irons was the right person to sing it.
Well, I was thinking, how come he didn't perform in concerts or in other special performances?
Probably because it was a villain song. That'd be...
And I guess the mood wouldn't be right for Elton to play something like that.
Yeah. That's just a guess, though, if you ask me.
Right. Because people like Elton aren't really bad guys. Although there are bad guys in this world, in our own lives that we have to face. Like that bully that I had when I was in junior high.
Oh, man.
In fact, it's a good thing that I brought this up because a VeggieTales episode that was new at the time was coming out during the time it was being bullied, and they had a message about trying to deal with bullies.
Yeah.
So, the first time I tried to get in touch with that actress, I brought up the fact that her acting pretty much saved me from all the bad times that I've been having because I was in front of that bully.
Yeah.
And she felt honored because of those comments. Okay.
And you know how you were talking about Lion King a second ago?
Yes.
It's funny you should mention that because it's hard to believe it's been over 20 years since we first saw that movie.
20 years and 4 months as we're taping.
As a matter of fact, I remember seeing it in theaters back in 1994. I remember it very clear. It was on a Friday. It wasn't opening day when we saw it in theaters, but it was sometime in July when we were coming back from Mississippi for vacation and family reunion. In fact, the Friday before we went and saw Lion King in theaters, we went to a former video rental store in Duncanville called Video Corner, and my sister and I rented a couple of Disney tapes there. I remember it very clear as yesterday.
Nice. Now the question is, were you born in Mississippi?
No, my mom was.
Oh, that's nice.
And as for the tapes we rented, my sister rented a Neon Mickey tape of The Parent Trap.
Ooh, the Haley Mills classic.
I rented the 1986 VHS of The Sword and the Stone.
I guess she's more into the live-action things than you.
Well, I mean, she'd never seen it, and I'd never seen it either, so I figured, you know what? Those would be a couple of good movies to watch, and she picked up Parent Trap, I picked out Sword in the Stone, and then 3 days later, when we took those movies back to the movie store, we went and saw The Lion King in movie theaters.
Ah. It was funny that there has not been a major hand-drawn success since that movie came out.
That's true.
After Lion King, the only way we've been seeing major box office successes as much as The Lion King is through modern, non-Pixar computer-animated movies.
Exactly.
And funny you should mention is that, here's a reason why Elton John was picked instead of Alan Menken. Personnel like him and Glenn Keane and Steven Schwartz, and at the time, they wanted to work on Pocahontas instead.
Exactly.
I guess it's because people thought at the time that, you know what?
Yes?
I think this clip better explains what happened because of that Lion King was thought to only be not as popular as Pocahontas. So
Okay.
here I'm about to play this interview from one of the directors about why Pocahontas is supposed to be much more popular than Lion King.
Go ahead.
We've been working on it for a couple of months, and then Jeffrey calls a breakfast meeting. And in the meeting, we have the whole crew from Pocahontas and Lion King. And Jeffrey says, want to see it. And after that meeting, absolutely no one wanted to work on Lion King.
That's why you didn't see Alan Menken's name in the credits.
That's right.
I guess it was a dumb move for Jibber Katzenberg to refuse to treat The Lion King like Beauty and the Beast and the Lion, because he felt that it didn't have as much heart as the prior films and Pocahontas.
Yeah, I mean, I will admit, I love Pocahontas, I love Lion King, both movies are awesome, but I can't really say one's better than the other because they're both awesome movies. Oh.
You died?
Yeah, I did, but I got plenty of lives left. Let's keep the conversation going.
Yes. And on top of that, I forgot to mention, and this is the first time that you can hear this fact, Pocahontas was the first movie I ever saw in the theater.
It was?
Yes, it was.
Oh, awesome.
Based on my memories that I can remember right now.
Well, that's awesome. I saw Pocahontas back in 1995 in the movie theater.
Yes, and at that time I was 3 years old. I was living in the French province of Quebec, where I was supposed to speak only French, but I'm really bad at it because I learned English better than French.
Right on.
Which explains I say things like, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious or crap like that.
Uh-huh.
Well, thank God I speak your language, and now I get to enjoy the, some of the best actors we have on Earth.
Yeah.
Except for Kim Kardashian and Nicki Minaj.
And also, not so long ago, whenever Don Hahn posted a Facebook post about The Lion King, how 20 years later, it's still a classic, I even left a comment saying it'll always be a classic, even after 20 years. And one of the animators, named Mike Cedino, said he had a great time working on the film as well, with a bunch of great talented artists, so... Although Mr. Cedino didn't know who I was, I went ahead and asked him what was his involvement in The Lion King, and he told me he animated Simba and Nala as adults, and I said, very nice.
But according to the final product, he only got screen credit for doing adult Nala.
That's true. He only got screen credit for that, although he did say he worked on some of Simba as well. But hey, I believe him.
Yes, I believe him too. As long as he's telling the truth, then I believe him.
He started out as an animator there. He started working at Disney, I think, in 1979. That's what I understand. But the first major motion picture, the first full-length major motion picture he had involvement in was The Fox and the Hound.
And at that time, John Lasseter was doing his only hand-drawn projects.
Yep.
Eventual executive producer for Frozen.
That's right.
Which I have not seen, nor did I saw interest in seeing.
Well, I will say it is a pretty good movie. I mean, I enjoyed it.
But I have to admit, earlier this week, I listened to Let It Go in its soundtrack form for the first time.
Okay.
Simply for me, it's not really a breakout major song for me. It's more like a deleted song for Book of Mormon.
Yeah.
Because it's written by the same guy who worked on Book of Mormon.
Now, one of the voice actors for Frozen, Alan Tudyk, I remember seeing him on the short-lived Fox show Firefly and in the movie based off Firefly called Serenity.
And the guy who does the voice of that Carroty snowman, he played Elder Cunningham in Book of Mormon. So there's a bit of a Book of Mormon connection between the two.
True. And I remember even talking to Don Hahn after I got out of seeing Frozen. Now, I know he had nothing to do with Frozen, but there was a trailer for Maleficent at the beginning, which I told him about, which was at the beginning of Frozen, which I went and saw in theaters that night, and I told him I do plan on seeing Maleficent when it comes out, and sure enough, I did, and I enjoyed it. Even though some of the critics didn't really, but I did.
Well, it's some sort of a guilty pleasure.
Yeah. I mean, it's Angelina Jolie's highest-grossing film to date.
I guess that makes her the $1 million earner. She could have at least stopped right there because she has more than enough in life to pay for food.
Exactly, and especially since she's married to Brad Pitt.
Oh yeah. I'm not interested in getting that guy into my movie.
Of course.
Not that it's a crime, I'm just not interested.
Just not interested. Now, also, I remember when Lion King was being shown in 3D back in 2011. Did I see it in theaters in 3D? Yes, I did.
So what did you think of the 3D overall in The Lion King?
It wasn't bad, actually. It was actually pretty awesome. I mean, it was like you were part of it, but at the same time, it was like you're watching the movie at home, except it's on a really big screen.
Dang.
And then, a short time later, the Diamond Edition comes out on Blu-ray, and the next thing you know, it's in my collection.
Right. And there was supposed to be a 3D theatrical re-release of The Little Mermaid, but it was canceled because some of the 3D re-releases didn't do so well.
And I just beat the entire game!
Alright.
I just rescued the princess.
Now, stay right there, because I'm going to go all the way to what I played.
Alright.
Now,
Oh, and Mario just turned red in the face because Princess kissed him.
Right. And in case you will see it, it will come out on Halloween, but I just want to give a little bit of a spoiler.
Okay.
And then episode number 1, I opened with the magic mirror from Happy Haunting introducing the first episode of the Spooktacular. But actually, as we've already finished taping the final episode of the Spooktacular. I was supposed to play this next source, but I got called into a major commitment at the last minute, so I didn't play it at all.
Mm-hmm.
So this is my way of making up, in case this gets released beforehand, or if this is released afterwards, then I will play it once you're almost ready to stop recording.
I'm just about ready to stop, so go ahead.
Alright. So, just to make up, because you won't see it in the final episode of the Spooktacular, but this is how it should have ended.
Thanks for dropping by. Come again. Don't be shy. You now know there's nothing to fear. So come back for Halloween next year.
We'll catch you later, folks.
And until then, folks, keep your feet on the ground